welcome to Collide Student Ministry Online. This is Wednesday Night Live. We hope that you have had a great week and we are excited that you are joining us. First, we would like to let you know that we are giving away a free DoorDash order at the end of broadcast. In order to enter, you need to like and comment before the video ends. We will announce the winner in the comment section at the end of broadcast, so stay tuned and good luck. All the information you need is emailed out in our newsletter each week, so check it out and let us know if you need help getting in. Thank you all for joining us. We're glad you are here. Remember to like and comment for a chance to win the prize, and share this video to help others see it.
This game is called New or Nah. It's a new opportunity this 2021, and some of you have been making some amazing New Year's resolutions. Some of us have not. I usually hold off on making resolutions because sometimes I get too hyped and shoot. But now that we're a week into 2021, maybe it's a good time to look at the new year. So basically, we're gonna throw a resolution idea up on the screen, and you guys can tell us if you think that you could do this or that you would even want to try. So let's look at the very first one. New or nah. Go the entire year without eating a single piece of candy.
I couldn't. I
No
couldn't.
way.
You saw me yesterday. There was candy sitting there and I had to take some. You can't just see candy sitting there and not take some.
I could pick some candy. Like I could go a whole year and not have M&Ms. But like
What?
candy, I don't think I could do that. Okay, you can tell us in the comment section if you think you could give it a try or if you could do it, or nah, not for me. This is interesting, and I don't know if I like this. For the entire year, for the next 365 days, only use 4 pairs of socks.
No.
Nah.
So,
I have a sock
pair a
collection.
day.
I would not be able to.
4 pairs a day. Nah.
Today.
Nah.
Nah. All right, so this one is interesting because, it says exercise every single day for the next year. Now, exercise is, up to your interpretation. Would you exercise like going to the gym or like going for a walk? So I would say, yeah, right? Like this could be a new thing. I could go for,
I could do that.
I don't have to lift weights or like run 10 miles. I just do something active exercise.
There you go.
All right. Interesting. Eat the exact same lunch every single day for the next year.
I could do that.
Nah.
Yes.
Depends what it is, honestly.
What would you, okay, you both said yes. What would you have every day?
Banana chips.
Banana chips?
Yes.
Is that your meal, banana chips?
Yes.
No, mine would be probably a sandwich and a salad.
Yeah.
Salad?
That too. Sure.
All right, this next one is also very difficult. Doing new things is hard though. So honestly, all of these are difficult. Giving up Netflix, Prime Video, and Disney Plus for the next year and focus on reading more.
No.
No way. Like there's not a chance.
Not in the middle of a pandemic.
Not exactly. And I could focus on reading more, but not completely give up all of those.
No.
So that's a big, unless, now here's the thing, I could give up 1 or 2 of those.
I could too.
Not all 3. Personally, I could give up, and you guys tell us in the comment section, if you gave up 2, which 2 would you give up? I would give up Netflix and Prime Video and keep
I
it.
agree.
Limit social media engagement to 1 day a week. So basically, no social media except for like Friday. Like Friday is my social media day, and then I turn it off for the rest of the week. Could you do that, or would you even want to try it?
I could do it, but I wouldn't
Try it.
want to.
Yeah, I could try it, but I would fail miserably. What do you cut out? YouTube, Instagram? Twitter?
I
No.
would say like YouTube.
YouTube counts.
Yeah, but I could cut out Instagram, and I could probably cut out Facebook.
To me, that is just like the ultimate in I have self-esteem.
Yeah.
And so would you start doing that?
There you go.
Because it says that you like what you do. Like that to me that's awesome.
But you
I
should
think
do it. I'm gonna like my own
posting it
stuff because it's
should.
good.
I think
I'm gonna
that
start doing that. I'm gonna start liking my own social media.
Right.
I like my own comment.
Last one, and this makes me laugh out loud. Would you actually type "laugh out loud" rather than LOL? Like from now on,
I would do that.
from now on, I'm just gonna type out "laugh out loud."
Laugh out loud in all caps.
I love also when people type out "rolling on the floor laughing." Like that makes me laugh out loud.
I've seen so many people like try to come up with different ways to say it. Like I've seen people go, "I'm peeing myself," and it's like you don't gotta say all that.
You don't need to tell
You
everybody.
don't gotta say all that.
You don't have to tell everybody. All right, you guys, there's some inspiration for your new year, some new habits, and I hope it made you laugh out loud. And thank you guys for playing along.
As I reflect, I find perspective. They're in the best and worst days of this life. You were always on my side. You're in the pain, you're in the promise. And on the days the furnace finds my faith, you're the fourth within the flames. I don't need to know what the future says, 'cause if the past could talk, it would tell me this: my God isn't finished yet. If he did it before, he can do it again. So I'll trust him with what comes next. For the God I know is known for faithfulness. Yeah, my hindsight says I can trust him with what's next. For the God I know is known for faithfulness. There's more ahead than what's behind me, 'cause through the highs and lows and in between, God, you go ahead of me. And where you call me, I will follow. If the water folds beneath my feet, then you'll pull me from the deep. I don't need to know what the future says, 'cause if the past could talk, it would tell me this: my God isn't finished yet. If he did it before, he can do it again. So I'll trust him with what comes next. For the God I know is known for faithfulness. Yeah, my hindsight says I can trust him with what's next. For the God I know is known for faithfulness. I don't need to know what the future says, 'cause if the past could talk, it would tell me this: my God isn't finished yet. If he did it before, he can do it again. So I'll trust him with what comes next. 'Cause my hindsight says I can count on this: my God isn't finished yet. If he did it before, he can do it again. So I'll trust him with what comes next. For the God I know is known for faithfulness. Yeah, my hindsight says I can trust him with what's next. For the God I know is known for faithfulness.
Hey, welcome back everybody, and welcome to 2021. We're so excited that you are here with us, whether you're watching this Wednesday night or later on in the week or year. You came to the right place to begin your new start, your fresh start in this new 2021 season. I hope you guys had a great Christmas and a great New Year's Eve. We missed you guys over the last couple weeks, but tonight we are starting a brand new series called REMIX. REMIX is a series about taking new, fresh starts in our life. I mean, when you think about the word remix, what do you think of? For me, I think of music. I think of something that was one way. Somebody came and got a hold of it and turned it into something new. A lot of times, something even better, more energetic, more entertaining. And a lot of times, you add more voices to it, especially if you're like, maybe like a rap album or something. Like the remix has more people speaking into it and sharing their point of view and artistic talent. And again, it's just something that once was this way. The remix takes it, kind of turns it all around, puts it back out there into a new product. So remix is kind of our theme for this month, starting a new fresh season into a new year, 2021. We could spend a lot of time talking about 2020. And if you guys haven't already, we've had some messages at the Church of Severn Run the last couple weeks doing that, to review 2020 together and have a few honest conversations about it. You can go back and find those on our Facebook or YouTube page for the Church at Severn Run. And we could even put a link to that maybe in our bio on Instagram. If you guys want to find out, you can message us if you have trouble finding it. But the whole point, just to kind of summarize that our church has been talking about, is that 2021 was hard. Right? I mean, everybody lost something. Everybody struggled with something that didn't go the way we wanted. It didn't turn out the way we wanted, or the experience was not what we thought, because we either couldn't be together, we couldn't go to the place we want to go, and then some of the times the places that we want to go, we have to wear a mask and be spread out. I mean, it's impacted school, it's impacted sports and activities, church, youth group, going to a friend's house, going to a family member's house. It's just been a really hard year, and there's a lot more things we could talk about. I mean, we've got, families that have been sick, people that have lost jobs, people that have just been afraid. It's just been a really, really tough year. And as we start a new year together, we want to be excited. We want to be, anticipating the big, awesome things that we're going to be able to do and experience, while knowing and understanding that just because the calendar changed, it doesn't mean that all of the difficult things in life just go away. So how do we enter a new year? How do we take the way something was, put it into a new package, and get something back better and new and fresh out of it? How do we remix our life and remix this new year? We're going to start tonight and just kind of open up this conversation with you guys. And then we really hope you follow along every week as we unpack a new part of this series. You're going to see something in common that's just kind of easy and maybe cheesy. Everything is going to start with something. And I'll give you the outline. Remix is going to go renew, reflect, reimagine, and then restart. So tonight we're going to start with renew, and just the idea of what does it mean to be renewed? To have renewed life and energy for your heart and your mind to be renewed. I'm going to jump right into one of my favorite Bible passages of all time. Actually, when I was in middle school, somebody challenged me to memorize a Bible verse. And this was the verse that I picked. It's the first time I ever memorized something in the Bible. So I'm going to share it with you guys as we kind of jump into our topic on being renewed. So it's in Romans 12, verses 1 and 2. Let's read it together. It says, "Therefore I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your body as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship." Verse 2 says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. You know, there's a lot here to unpack, and I want to kind of focus in on this one word you probably have heard, which was renew. We see here just in view of the love and the mercy and the grace of God, in the reality that God knows you and loves you, that Jesus died on the cross for you. Now that you've received this, or you've even heard this for the first time, you're being invited to take your life and give it back to God. To take what God has given you and the way he has built you and made you and thought about you and planned for you, like everything about who you are, and give it back to God as a sacrifice, right? The way that in the Bible a long time ago, the way that people had a relationship with God was to take some of their possessions, some of their finest things, and sacrifice it as a way to show God that they were in a relationship with him. And then God comes and he gives us Jesus. Jesus is the ultimate sacrifice for me, for you, for everyone in the world. And then now God says, okay, I've covered the cost. I've made a way for us to have a relationship. Now you can just give your life to me, right? That sounds maybe simple, and we're going to continue to unpack that, but that's where this verse starts. When we do that, when we take our life, we give it to God and say, here you go, do with this what you want to do, then your life will be transformed. You will be changed. You'll be rebuilt, everything. You will be renewed in your mind, in your heart, to see and know what God's will is, to see and know, like, what should I do right now? Where should I go? What should I do next? You know, what's the purpose of my life? You know, the answers, the journey that you and I are on is when we're giving our life to God over and over again, just every day have the opportunity to give our life to God and then find renewed energy, a renewed heart, a renewed mind, and then to be able to explore and learn more on this journey. You know, I love, again, and this is what I highlight as we start out, it's not a one-time thing, right? The word we just looked over in verse 2 wasn't renewed, it's renewing. Like, you guys, we're going to get into grammar a little bit. You guys understand that, right? Like, hey, I jumped one time, or I swam one time. Like, those are like in the past. I did that once and then it was over. Like for me, I don't exercise. So I would say I exercised one time many years ago. But I am running, I am jumping, I am exercising, studying, whatever. Like, you guys think about like relationships, like I dated that person. That means we broke up, you know, as opposed to I am dating or marrying or whatever, you know, like that's an active, ongoing relationship. So in verse 2, we're looking at our life is being transformed. So that's one thing, like when we give our life to Jesus for the very first time, our life is never going to be the same. It's been transformed. Like, we are never going to be the same. Something has fundamentally changed forever. But the renewing, right, is an ongoing process. That's an over and over again, day after day. Now, we want to start here this new year because some of us when we were maybe really young, maybe we were kids that grew up with a family that told us about Jesus, and we went to some really great kids ministry stuff, maybe like a VBS, and we said a prayer, or we accepted Jesus into our heart, or we did repeat after me, and there was a moment I can look back to and say, that's when I took my life in view of everything God has done for me and said, here you go, God, this is yours, right? And that was a transformed moment, and maybe that's the moment I was renewed. Or maybe I got to go on a mission trip a couple years ago and I had this really great experience that one time. And my mind and my heart, the way I think, you know, was renewed one time or just that really, really big time. Now, what we need to look at, and what I really want to encourage and challenge you all as we start off this new year, is to look at the opportunity, the invitation that Jesus is calling you. Not just that one time, not just that one moment, but day after day, season after season, and year after year, to continue to take your life, give it to God, and to be renewed and renewing over and over again. You know, especially after a year like 2020, a year that was hard, it was difficult, we lost a lot and just kind of have had a lot of questions and fear. This is a great time, still in the chaos, still experiencing all those things, it's a good moment for a renew, right? For a restart, for a remix. And starting here is the most important thing, to understand and believe that no matter where you have been, no matter like maybe how long ago, that first feeling of like, wow, Jesus loves me, maybe that was a long time ago. Maybe you've never really fully grabbed onto that thought, that the invitation is there today and it's there tomorrow, right? So just believe that for a minute with me. The invitation to be renewed and to be renewing your heart and mind is there right now, and it'll be there tomorrow and the day after that. It's an opportunity you and I have to face every single day, an opportunity and an invitation because Jesus is calling. You know, we're going to look this month at the life of a man named Peter, somebody that Jesus came, he saw Peter, and he called out to Peter and said, come and follow me. And Peter, in his life and his journey, you know, you kind of will see this arc where he like follows Jesus and everything's going great and he had this great experience, and then he like completely messes up and he falls and he fails and he feels bad about it. And then Jesus says, okay, Peter, let's go, you know, follow me again. He says, yes, I've got this. All right, wow, I'm doing something amazing. This is really cool. And then he fails and he falls and he gets down again. And Jesus comes back and says, Peter, follow me. And this is his life over and over again. And we can look at that, and I want you guys to look at your own life just for a quick minute and just to realize you are not perfect and I am not perfect. You and I have sinned against God, we've disobeyed him, and even after that point of transformation, right, like that very first time I gave my life to God, I still, after that, from that point forward, am not perfect. So I'm transformed. I'm fundamentally forever different for knowing who Jesus is and for placing my life and faith in him, but I'm still humanly, earthly broken. And so Jesus, while he is in the process of renewing me, I'm still falling, right, going from here back down to here. But the point and the encouragement and the invitation is day after day, Jesus calls us to get back up and keep walking, keep following, keep trusting. You know, we can find just, again, I feel some tiredness, even though having like a week to kind of relax, starting a new year in a pandemic is like already exhausting. And there's some things going on in our life that we are so excited about, and we'll tell you guys some more pretty soon. Can't wait to tell you. It's going to be awesome. But it's like kind of makes me nervous, right? Like kind of just makes me a little uncertain of what the future is going to look like. I want to share with this, again, another amazing verse that's been a big encouragement to me in my life about renewed energy and strength. It's in Isaiah in the Old Testament, Isaiah chapter 40. Isaiah 40 verses 28 to 31 says, do you not know? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He will not grow tired or weary. In his understanding, no one can fathom. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even when youth grow tired and weary, even when young men stumble and fall, those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. You know, as we start off this new year, we want to like take my life, God, and take this and be the king of my heart and the king of my mind. And I want to continue to grow and be renewed and get new energy and strength and confidence and hope. I want to get more of all of this, that God is everlasting and all powerful and all loving, that we can find renewed energy and strength and hope. You know, it's something that we need to recognize that we need, right? So that's the biggest thing I want to encourage you guys with. You need to recognize that you need to be renewed day after day. Like imagine this. Imagine if our faith was just this one-time moment that is supposed to transform us, but then for the rest of our life, we never continue to grow. Like imagine if you enrolled into school and you come into kindergarten for the very first day and you sit down and I'm trying to remember like what I did in kindergarten. It was a little while ago, but like I'm just going to say like first day of kindergarten, I came in, I said 1, 2, 3, ABC, I drew like a cat, and then said, all right, sweet, I'm done with school forever. Like that's it. I signed up, I showed up for the first day, and then I'm done. Some of you guys are like, that would be awesome. That'd be amazing to never go to school again. But I would never learn and grow through that, system more. What if You guys, like one time when you were 6 years old, you took a really, really, really great nap. And now you're 16 years old and you just feel tired. Imagine feeling tired and then someone's like, well, why don't you take another nap? Why don't you go to bed? You're like, oh, no, no, no. Like, I took a nap when I was 6. I'm good. Like, I had a transformed nap when I was 6 years old. I don't need to take another nap. I don't need to find more rest. Like, you would tell your friend that they're crazy. How have you stayed awake for 10 years? And at the same time, some of us coming into a new year, I'm still feeling tired and beat up. I'm still feeling kind of uneasy and anxious about some things in my life. And God is here offering you renewed hope and strength, renewed energy and peace in your heart and your mind. Not that everything goes away and disappears. We had this conversation. I got to give a message a couple weeks ago. Again, as a church, I'd encourage you guys to go listen to it. But we talked about being a tree, right, rooted into God. If a tree is facing a storm and there's strong winds, it's swaying back and forth, but the roots are connected to who God is. The roots are connected to Jesus Christ. It keeps that tree strong. It keeps it confident that, yeah, the wind is blowing, but I've got the hope and confidence that I'm rooted in something that's going to give me strength. So no matter how bad the wind blows, I am rooted right here. I'm not going anywhere. And then as we look at a new year, if we're kind of thinking of that way, like I'm a tree, I'm rooted into who God is. I've taken my life and I've given it to Him. So I'm rooted in my faith. It's really easy and it's totally okay to pray for better weather, right? Like there's nothing wrong with that, you guys. Like I pray for better weather all the time in my life. Like I pray for things that are hard to go away, and I pray for things that are scary to go away. I pray for things to be easier and safer and healthier, and I just like sunny weather. Like I'm praying for good weather. But if I'm putting all my hope and energy into the weather, I'm going to be a little disappointed. I'm going to find that I'm not finding the energy and hope that I need when it continues to storm and rain and whatever is happening. As opposed to just hoping and praying for better weather, if I continue to grow my roots to find renewed daily hope, energy, and strength. I mean, I love the analogy we just read in Isaiah that even the young, even you guys who are supposed to have all this energy that us old folks don't have. I'm not old. I'm right. You guys don't write that in the comment section, but you guys, right? Even life can be tiring and exhausting and hard. Even for kids, it can be exhausting and hard. Anyone, if your whole life is just dependent on what's happening around you to save you and give you strength and hold you up, is going to find the difficulties that are overwhelming, overbearing. But those who hope in the God who gives us strength, He will increase the power of the weak. We will soar on the wings of eagles. We will run and not grow weary. These are all the things that a renewed life looks like. There's renewed energy, renewed strength. Physically, yes, the wind is still blowing. There's still thunder and lightning outside, but I'm confidently and strong, rooted in my faith and hope in Jesus. So tonight, as we start off this series, I want you guys to think and ask yourself, are you rooting your life? Are you renewing your life daily? What does that look like to be renewing your life in an ongoing relationship with God? And what does it look like for you guys if it's been a long time since I had that first encounter and maybe I'm feeling tired and discouraged? What does it look like now in your advanced age and wisdom to come back to that, to come back to who Jesus is, what He's done for you, and to continue to grow, to renew? Or for some of us who feel like I've never had that connection and relationship, I've never had that kind of moment where I took my life and gave it to God, I want to do that for the first time. I want to find the hope and connection to renew my heart and my mind and to find that eternal love and life in Jesus. Or I want to take a big step. I want to get baptized because, again, I've found that connection, but I'm not finding the next step for me. I don't know what to do now. Then take that next step. Whatever this looks like for you guys, I hope you find an opportunity, whether it's in small group tonight or you can message me or call anytime, but to let us know and have that conversation, to dedicate yourself to being renewed, to jump all in, that God is saying, give me your life to be transformed, and then renewing your mind and your heart and your life day after day. God loves you, right? He's inviting you, and Jesus is calling, saying, come and follow me. And you'll see that your life will never be the same if you continue to walk and continue to move. It's not a standstill, feet cemented in the ground kind of relationship and faith. It's taking step after step, day after day, season after season, year after year. So this year, 2021, could be a big year for your life. It could be a big opportunity to say yes to some things that maybe you've been saying no to or not right now. This is the time and opportunity to follow, to love, and to be renewed. Love you guys. We'll talk to you again next week. Hope you join us. Same time, same place. We'll see you then.
Let the King of my heart be the wind inside my sails, the anchor in the waves. Oh, he is my song. And let the King of my heart be the fire inside my veins, the echo of my days. Oh, he is my song. And let the King of my heart be the wind inside my sails, the anchor in the waves. Oh, he is my song. Let the King of my heart be the fire inside my veins, the echo of my days. Oh, he is my song. 'Cause you are good, you're good. Gonna let me down. You're never 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 gonna let me down.
Thank you all for watching and hanging out with us tonight. Make sure you check out the comment section in just a second for our weekly prize winner. So good luck to everybody and hope you enjoy your DoorDash prize from Clyde Student Ministry. Don't forget to come back next week, set a reminder, and invite some friends to join us next week at 7 o'clock online or in person here at the building. We're excited for some new opportunities to continue to have this discussion and to talk. And don't forget that tonight at 7:45 or even a little earlier, you can jump into our Zoom conversation. All the details and our weekly newsletter is in our Instagram bio, so you can find it there, or you can message us if you need any help getting onto Zoom. So we'd love to hang out with you tonight virtually for some Zoom small groups. There's also some things coming up you want to check out in the newsletter. We have a worship workshop on Sunday, January 10th. And our January subscription boxes are coming very soon. We plan to get those out in the next couple days, like January 10th, 11th, and 12th. We'll be delivering those boxes directly to you. If you've not signed up already, it's not too late to get your next subscription box. That link and information is in our newsletter and our Instagram bio as well. So check out all this amazing stuff coming up for Clyde Student Ministry. It's going to be a great year. We hope to see you again next week, same time and same place. Invite a friend, hang out with us, and enjoy your opportunity to win a prize. So the prize winner should be in the comment section at this point. So congratulations to whoever is getting a free DoorDash prize this week. We love you guys. We're praying for you, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.